moving away a little bit from Artemis Fowl, I do want to kind of briefly touch on your collaborations with Christopher Nolan, because we've got Tenet coming out. Obviously, you're in that, and I'm curious, kind of like what that has to be like, because being a director and working under someone like Christopher Nolan, what do you take away from someone like that? Is there a specific thing that like after working under him, do you respect more about him? Do you take things and and try and incorporate it into your own work?
For sure. Yeah, I think attention to detail and concentration, the focus inside chaos. He has this great capacity for that. He conforms to some of the cliches, first in, last out, kind of that sort of thing. No part of the process is more or less important than another part. No person is less or more important than another part. I like his confidence. He doesn't mind having another director on set. There's no issue with that, and indeed there need not be, because I'm there entirely as an actor. I've compared him in the past to sort of sports people who can create a sense of a different time that they're living in. He can slow the ball down. If he were a footballer, somehow he's an incredible midfielder, so he can do anything. He can score, he can defend, fearless in the tackle, but an incredible flair, real flair. I mean, flair like the maestros have, and that somehow it is so virtuosic. But if you have that virtuosic thing combined with an unbelievable work ethic, Kevin Feige has it. As is another example of. I haven't come across Kevin Feige, Chris Nolan in terms of work ethic. I mean, these are guys you would never be up early enough in the morning to match these guys. Just they when they are in that focused mode. That's my experience of them. And I would also say something to remember as well is that in both those cases actually is this sort of absolute access, regular access to total delight and enthusiasm in what they do. So nobody got, Chris Nolan doesn't get burnt out as big as those, kind of projects are. The sheer love of cinema is there. You really feel that. And he takes the responsibility very seriously. So he doesn't get carried away. He's a work-wise, I'd say that about both those guys again, they're Puritans. Yeah. They're real Puritans. Doesn't mean they're joyless, far from it. But my God, they take it seriously. So if you come to Estonia and essentially you take over Tallinn, I mean, you literally stop their road network because it didn't seem like any other car in Tallinn existed except but to be in the Christopher Nolan film and possibly go backwards. But you do that and still have respect for the place. Respect for the place. The people that sort of combination is sort of rare. So watching all of that and seeing, but essentially the attention to detail and this profound seriousness of approach. I don't mean solemnity. I don't mean lack of laughter or anything. I mean just the profound seriousness of approach of the proper artist.